today's show, we get segments where they range from interviews on the big issues.
Sierra Leone authorities said Monday that 20 people were killed and nearly 2,000 prisoners escaped during Sunday's attack on the capital.
To sport.
What a fairy tale story here. There they are, the champions of Africa.
In entertainment and simple tourism with plenty other issues.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride. So we day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slick Television, Channel 37, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slick Television.
They were on the hill, even though tomorrow is the last day of the week, but officially today is the last day, Friday. They say Friday, not productive, but here Friday, we're giving you a recap of the week, what's in the hits, the waves, what's in the, all media so far.
As they say, Friday, a day to be happy. Saturday, go stay at home, rest, relax. Sunday, and he says Sunday are the days with people not relax because say if you wake overnight early morning, and Monday again, you go work.
We're not a whole different way. So one go on for nose, they at the city's two people from Monday to Friday here, and what's going to be your best moment so far this week?
Well, best moment for me is co-hosting with you, by the way. I'm co-hosting the show throughout this week with the ever beautiful Rabia Tumansari. And also this morning I hosted the Epic Morning Show, International Affairs, and it was watched live here on Slick TV. And perhaps those are my favorite moments. Plus also, yesterday was my birthday. And I spent my birthday here on set. I get to do what I love to do so much. So those are some of my special days.
Same way so here, my best moments, I for sure say we get to forgive the people of Sierra Leone what's they actually want. News, views, comments, entertainment, and all sort of things. As usual, Slick TV, one we gonna get them nice. Well, also one for take welcome you to the show here on Slick Television, Channel 37. You can also join us on Facebook at Slick TV, website at slicktv.com, and follow me on all social media handles. Rabia Tumansari here.
And Usman Ibrahim, Malotek with Slick TV. Today's exclusive quote of the day. And it says, each week is a page in your story. Review is not to judge, but to learn, grow, and keep writing boldly. Again, it says, each week is a page in your story. Review is not just a judge, not just to judge, but to learn, grow, and keep you bold.
We've been taking you back, putting the make heads so far this week. Join us.
The road to greatness starts with mic, beats, and the fire that burns in your heart.
Una kusha, una cabo, una dedu. Killing them in Jesus' name, una ala alelu. Till I grow up and old stick, the tend them abutu. I dey direct them pa rap game from here to Fadubu. Yeah,
you gon' die tonight for disrespect. When me iron stores, boots like road, I walk up on your neck. Drag your ass, my rap from Fadubu. Tego ajekule, load the clock up. Came it out your head and let it dead, yo.
From May 2025 to January 2026, the rap game go hot as we dey come together with the theme Salon Against Hate. This now we chance for raise awareness and go against the bad talk and message them we don't divide the country. Register now for the Rap Rampage 3.0 for free. Call +232 7674 9299. Come we all join on for make Salon unite. It's now you turn for win the biggest stake na Salon rap history. Third place they take home 10,000 leons. Second place go get 20,000 leons. And first place they take home a whooping 100,000 new leons. You feel say you get some? Can't drop fire bars. Win big and claim you throne. Rap Rampage 3.0. Now Orange and Orange Money, they bring this show to you.
Hey, I don't let you play connecting to the man.
Man them. This na boys. Usai man and they put all thing at table. From Pantap, Tegodo. Inside boys. We know they hide behind with shadow at all. We real, and this them now all but we.
Every woman first, let me start that, always they look for a successful man. So likewise, majority of the men also they look for successful woman.
We can't talk about we hustle and we dey fair money.
When you like somebody, you first of all get for take care of whatever you like. Make them a priority.
We relationship and waiting people they expect from we man them.
You know, women are more emotional than men. If you start them, where you enjoy them, you go they come.
This not a side where we just they can't talk. This na brotherhood. Na side for let you see and feel waiting they really mean for me boy picky.
Sex is intimacy.
This na boys. So come na the bar, grab a chair, buy a drink, let we talk, chill and vibe. Cause this na boys who side where they shake the table.
Welcome back. It's Friday, and Friday here we get review of the week. One go say today we not get one special guest in sense, not get any celebrity. It's true. We want to make una get a nice and we can touch all sides. And in that regard, we get with us Mohammed Kamara, winner editor of the Watch newspaper. Good afternoon, Mr. Kamara. Welcome to the Today Show.
Thank you. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Fine. And quickly, we'll just join the people in the east. I mean, Kailam Street to be specific. We see a whole U-turn. A video went viral. Usai was to say it was, even though it was dark, but people then taught them, Lord, they aid them, and they said one or two things. But we'll just get the video quickly and get what in them say. Then we go come back to the studio.
Well, as you see, so we ain't got business on Pranga. Now, almost fed up on us. You know, also, me on like you. That's what you are. Very, that's what got when I wait. That Guinea, I kid that one. Yes.
The authenticity of that particular video day, but we see what's in the go round in that particular. This leading at the country, Usai tend to be a borderline between Salone and Guinea. Before I come to be guests, let's just give you a brief background so far. So reports tell we say during the war, I mean we almost still been get 11 years war na Salone Usai. So many even refer to them as sensitive war actually. And Guinea being a neighboring country and the sister country, I mean the paddy business, then tend for help we forfeit the war. I mean, reports the show say or reports talk say the war starts in the east, and that's been the borderline between the two countries. Then tend for history. Imagine the war ended in the early 2000 to be specific there, and then say then Soja Man wouldn't come on Guinea. That was more or less a hub for them. I did they sit down, do them thing, then they transport or a channel so far between Salone and Guinea. But we see say since then they not left that particular place there. Till tin don't they go like how it don't they go. So when we see this particular video, we make rounds. I mean, Kamara, let's just quickly talk about the sentence without person make. Lastly, for that video we play. Also I mentioned say these Guinean soldiers them then go sabi we. I mean, is that a good one basically?
I'm sorry to say. Let me catch the basic of the issue. Me, as a journalist, repeatedly and warned this federal government that a military junta is not a legitimate government for bargaining with in terms of boundary disputes. I tell Salone government several times at press briefings and say the best issue we should do, the best thing we should do is for now pack up documents and go to the International Court of Justice on several occasions. And international law, the government of the Republic of Guinea is not recognized. It is a military junta. It rules by decrees and not by the constitution of that country. Any agreements will come on with them. Tomorrow, a civilian government will come and say, we don't go with that. It was a military junta. Then the government representatives at the press briefing, then consider for a CC, then they bargain with the government of the day like Guinea, that they say that they could all document and document. I said, it's not a question of document. You're wasting your time. And today we are forced to react too late. If we had gone to the International Court of Justice and submit to document them, by now it's the court of arbitration. Everything would have been on hold. The Guinean troops are not for can occupy the place. We own them for stable until the decision comes from the International Court of Justice. Now what should we do? Right?
I think that's a very big question people in the ask. Because
what should we do is that we have to be ready to go to the same International Court of Justice because President Bio is not ready for war. Let me say this, let me practically. The man they try for ensure say we get economic sustainability in this country and stability. If we go to war, imagine how much it will cost financially, morally, and lives and property, right? So the only solution, even the last Tuesday, at the last press briefing, when the nominee, when the Israeli government nominee was there at the press briefing, when they are nominated for the International Court of Justice as a judge, we raise the question again. It says it's neutral, but inadvisable for take question to the International Court of Justice. So what we should do? In short case, my own worries is that until we get international intervention we want, our people will suffer. They're going to suffer. You can get a lot of movements of the people, hunger and all threats to their life and all that. That is not democracy. But I used to say this. Despite the historical relations with Guinea is one. Despite the tribal relations with Guinea is one, another. We don't have to look into that. Political science will say there is international law, there is international relations. Where we don't see it, our territorial integrity has been usurped illegally. The only means we can do it peacefully is to go to the ICJ. That is it. Right? Okay. Now, what are we going to do? We send our man in Didi. Maybe the confrontation will bring about our shootings. So what we do is, we go from bear the pain until we seek somewhere else because one advantage we will get. Today, we get a lot of international solidarity in terms of diplomacy. We've extended our diplomatic relations with so many countries in this world. And the case is very simple. Okay. Guinea has 6 borders, namely Liberia, Mali, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, Gambia, Mauritania, Senegal, and Sierra Leone, Liberia included. Why is Guinea so worried for act on constitutional? Let me tell you the tactics. A military government say, where a civilian government doesn't go right, we will force it. That's a revolution. It's a revolutionary government. So we will take radical measures towards that revolution. You understand? Yes. This is the only method. Radicalism is no more time for courtesy, no more time for meetings, no more time for going to Conakry coming to Freetown to hold meetings. The time is over. And the man is so historically minded, if he's so conscious of the relations, when God condemns Sierra Leone and Guinea for living together, he acted this way. This is not a question of those deportation. This is a question of human lives. It's a question of invading our territorial integrity to be able to say, in principle, according to international law, we get rights for defender.
All right, okay. Let's just hold you there quickly. On the line, we get Tamba James. We're all the way from Koidu Radio there in Kailaun District. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, Tamba. Hello. Yes, welcome to the Today Show here. And then quickly, hello? Hello? Oh, I struggle to forget the gentleman there. Hello? Sorry, I struggle to forget you, but we did come back quickly. Let's just continue with Mohammed here on the show, yes.
Then again, lapses today. The civil society organizations also failed to act because the civil society organizations over the decades, they knew this issue and they not pressurize government for take action immediately as a journalist, right? They don't talk of international law experts in Sierra Leone. The international law experts in Sierra Leone, they collaborate with the media. Listen to the BBC. The BBC goes to London, then they call any university lecturer, you talk what you want to talk to so. But look at the newspapers then. The international law experts, the international relations experts and Afrobe College elsewhere in the country, they don't even write articles on the issue. Then now they see the blame. No, you don't have to do that. That's not democracy. Salon for all, irrespective of whose political party you belong to. Contribute to your idea, let government take. Government is not enough.
Okay.
If we had come together, they want to intellectuals, we'll upheld the issue, put pressure to the government, don't go back with an illegitimate government, go to the ICG, this would not have happened, I believe.
So you think Senator Mianda first will make mistake?
That was the first mistake. Excuse me. If it had been a civilian government in Guinea, things would have been different.
But again, Mohamed, let's just go back in history and understand one or two things. Then there was a documentary where a particular journalist been doing the work now, Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, Cecilia. He mentioned one or two things. Then we then go na Yenga, they for go get size of the story. Now that Lansana Conte, the then president there in Guinea, and the late president Tijan Kaba, they had an agreement and they concluded that Salone now we get this place. So you want for the ask, is it that we get delay in resolutions or we just know how to go about it as a country?
Thank you for a very bad question I would like to ask. Who was Lansana Conte? He was a military officer. This was why I said earlier on that you don't even need for bargaining with a military government. No! They are what? Globally, they don't recognize them. Globally, the Sierra Leone government of the day is an illegitimate government elected by the will of the people. Right? It shouldn't bargain with an illegitimate government. Go to the right track. In the international world, that will protect them. Tijan Kaba, with due respect, sir, right? All what happened is, let me tell you, something happened we will forget for taking into consideration psychologically. Maningo's there, Maningo's here. Right?
Yes.
Tijan Kaba was a Maningo. He thought of saying there is an intertribal relations. Fuller's here, Fuller's here. So's there, Susi's there. Timmy is there, Susi's there. This will show that if they make the Sierra Leone government be too patient for going to negotiations. They will never expected this from Doumbouya. Now that Doumbouya Russia will say is the other side of the story, we will tell the contrary. Because Bill will not sacrifice the lives of his people for Guinea. I believe in that.
All right, okay, so we don't connect Tamba again. Hello, good afternoon, Tamba. Hello? Yes, quickly, because with the struggle forget you, so we'll go into the clocks quickly. And that video where we play just now, I mean, you see him? Oh, the video where they go viral on social media, when on net, some people then totes then load and they say then they go out of the place, the Guinea soldiers then don't ask them for move. Is that video true, firstly? Oh God, I just actually struggled there. Hello? I'm sorry, Tamba, but I actually not to get you because we have one for actually, yes, prove the video, I mean, before you understand, so that we will get the nitty-gritties of the details here. Yes, Mohamed.
Me want bet you say, the video in caution is true.
Okay.
Tomorrow on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, we'd expect the Minister of Information and Civic Education for bring somebody either from the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, let it tell me what's the Salone government position.
Okay.
That is what we're expecting tomorrow.
You know, now inside that same press conference earlier this year, we see say both parties, I mean both countries, then come out to document, and they promised to get on to us, I think, in this May. So when we see a U-turn, I mean, it's sending a whole different waves.
To me, the approach was even wrong, I insist. Salone government not be for negotiate even and for the first state with the Doumbouya. No.
Okay.
It's wrong. I insist on that. If we look on diplomacy, it's a deep world. If we look on international relations, it's a deep world. It totally excludes any government who come into power, whether they rule by the constitution of that country, whether they rule by decrees. It's very clear. So hence international relations, international diplomacy and whatnot, international law, exclude those people from bargaining. Use force on them. How could you use force on them? If we go to International Court of Justice and give you rights, if they insist, they go see many countries will come with militarily. That is it. Now with the sick and aid. One judgment arbitration, right? When would it come to reality? The people already near, the foreign chiefs of them, they go suffer because they be receiving visitors. They receive people where their own people live. They don't get it for it. They flee away. They get for begin life wrong. Now the humanitarian organizations here, pass them come from abroad now can't help them. But there is a disaster. A serious disaster. Me, I talk this very clearly as a journalist. A government, you cannot rule with the media a weapon for development, for change.
A window to the
Let
world.
them learn for listening to most of the analysis they make on television and on radio. It not be personal. It's for the common good, right? We won them before for quite a long time. Even before President Bill came into power. Even to the successive government, we've been telling them, take the anger issue to the International Court of Justice. What does it mean? Right? So when they deported the Sudanese from Guinea, they looked said that we got historical ties. No, they said they were 1 billion. They forced them out. They were right. To me, in conclusion. Because some were not occupied, it don't affect them, right? But when it comes to territorial claims, now the French and the English, they can't divide Sweden and Guinea.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Let's go back to history. They have the documents in question. Who side the boundary begin, who side the boundary stop?
Now, when you talk about that boundary day, the chief Nayenga Day, Wina Tambanyuma, actually mentioned something. He says, as it stands right now, there are refugees in their own camps. And the boundary where they put in 2023 there, now you see they can't change that particular boundary. The Guinea soldier, they can't put their own baking day and put a date on it. So one go to ask the question, I mean, this thing started, the uprising of it, 2023, there were this baking change, but nothing was said or nothing enough was said and been done.
Thank you. Now let me tell you this. If even the Dumbuya, what not junta government change the documents, the colonial masters, they get the documents and we get documents which are authentic to the effect, right?
Yes.
If I told them not this alone, they go to France, they go to UK, where we colonize me, then bring them come back, like International Court of Justice, they make comparison. They have them in the archives. So that question will say they bring what a document can occupy to be no water. We know so we'll go and go, so we'll go for go, we'll go there, we'll go with legal representatives them, so the Guinean government will be wrong. Let me tell you something. From history, I bet you this. Yenga is ours. 100% is ours.
So you agree that we get
Sure. I read the history.
Yes.
Because I'm a student at Albert Academy. I read the history. Right? What do you bring about all this gripping? Why not go Ivory Coast to go gripping? Who say share about go Ivory Coast? Why not go Guinea Equatorial? Guinea-Bissau. Because Guinea-Bissau by history, they get a history just like Guinea. Military over. They're strong-minded. We should make our approach like man. We don't make our approach like woman. Our people are suffering. This is what I'm saying.
So in that regard, one go to say, like what you mentioned, say why you not go the other countries they grip, they looking at the surroundings, they get to other countries. One go to say it may be because of weak administration on one hand, or it may be say young arguably they say in a very rich place and agriculture and the likes.
Let me come to it. Anybody who tells you President Bill in governance week is no. To me, on assessment, me no say that historical relations, they ain't too much deep in the minds of Sudanese them, would be on church to serve the church. Let me talk this very clearly. Me, I'm a political as a journalist. I suppose one mediate between governments and society. I don't be supportive, not always objective. Not that the Salon government be weak. The Salon government, even psychological effectively began to say, if they look too much of relations, these guys will never do the all shots. Right? And now that they don't do it, they get an experience, say, what will be the thing about not to say it? So take another approach.
Okay, so so then they say the paddy business, not so much, right?
Secondly again, I know the Francophone, the Anglophone, there is still a division over concepts, ideals and ideologies. If you observe the ECOWAS, most of the French colonies today, they go too much revolutionary than democracy. Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, Guinea, they all long go that way. Anglophone West Africa, no country today is being governed by a military government. Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, Liberia, when the American colony, and so.
Yes.
So they go to democracies. Then they go leftist. They go leftist because they want to change the lives of the people is best known to them. What do we know? We learn to respect the fundamental human rights and laid down by the conventions that we will be signatory.
All right. Okay.
Right? We're not going to allow any government for camp by force without the will of the people.
Okay. Mohamed, we still have Tamba on the line there. Hello, Tamba.
Yes, hello.
Yes. Oh, thank God we don't get you now. So quickly, that video where they go around, yeah, we just want to know whether or not true or not.
Yeah, for eyewitness reports, the video not true.
Okay. So what are the current situation right now for residents in that particular community there?
The current situation now, this part of the country, the security, the head of the
Oops. Hello?
Yeah, the security, the head of the security now. So everybody going normal business for now.
All right, so, okay, so just confirm this again quickly. What meat we say there was sound of gunshots here and there. Is that true? Hello?
Yes, hello?
I say what also means we say they fire a gun there, here and there. So is that true?
No, that's not happened yet. The only time where that happened, it happened on the 27th where now we on Independence Day, where them Guinean military meet with we Salon military because them we Salon military come out na Sokoma because Yenga they not allow we own Salon military for make a enter inside Yenga town. But we self with Salon military based inside Sokoma town, a village close where Usai Ebola starts. So whenever they be on the border patrol on the 27th, we will be get we 3 shots of the gun. So not only that time day, but from that time day up to now, where the Salon government deploy their own security na Sokoma, that's not ever happened yet.
All right, okay. So after that day, thankfully you don't clarify that day for we. You don't see or any big person. I mean, the only day before the officials them they don't reach out to now or they don't try to resolve everything.
Oh yes, the big man and we then come here parts because we get the local unit commander way there. Then also we see the ISLAF commander way in safe don't come. Then they talk to the people, including the ONS, the chief of the ONS in Tambalamin. Then serve the table for talk to people. But now on the today we don't see the Mano River Union where they bring a peaceful message to the people for let them patience until government lay this matter to rest.
All right, okay. Thank you very much, Tamba. We just want to forget those sites and for clarity purpose. So now this one where we say it now we wait on government response. Yes, I see you
one shot, it means something. What do we for talk on now? We get for a lot. The World Food Program WFP, the World Health Organization WHO, UNICEF for making sure so they prepare for going at the scene. Because the people who escape now from all this barbaric treatment, they need help, right? Yes. And look, we're talking about the Mano River Union, that is over. Guinea no look at Mano River relations, right? Guinea acted on his own, as I said earlier on, illegitimately, because an illegitimate government, they take the issue unilaterally without consultations. This is where we are.
Okay.
Now take the Guinean government as a government don't take the issue unilaterally without consult nobody, right? As a member of ECOWAS we left, right? Now what ECOWAS will do in this sense? The man don't do something unilaterally. He don't even complain. What he will do? ECOWAS will do Salon. If they would Salon.
Okay.
Because we soft. We will abide, we will not abide it. Therefore they will treat. All the countries are ECOWAS. Because they will offend. Nobody in the ECOWAS member state go expecting company member state go treating people in this way. That was not part of the agreement in 1975. No. That ECOWAS was formed in 1975 for stability in West Africa. All of this neighbor border agreement. Now, no offense to integrity actually. And each and everybody go to me they talk. No matter your political affiliation, no matter your religious affiliation, no matter your ethnic affiliation, we as Iranians for try to get a sense of patriotism and nationalism for support the government for make sure say this one lay down once and for all.
All right.
Because tomorrow they will come up to Kono and can't grip it.
Okay. Before they can Kono and give the load.
That is what is called nationalism. We for sure we favor for nationalism. Okay. Nothing in the SLPP government, nothing in the Mende, nothing in the Northern Eastern. Let me come together and do one, support the government, let this not happen again. But one thing, hey, I want to say this. Not to Guinea man do you. No. Not talk and claim we are journalists them. Not to Guinea man do we. Right? Now the legitimate government of Guinea Where because Dumbuya, na Indui.
Okay.
Right? Not so man, not so Mandingo man, not so Fula man. No, I don't get those concepts. Don't get it. I don't want to get what you call them primitive way of thinking. You know, Guineans are still strong in traditional ties. We're still strong in tribal ties. Intermarriage is a day. We can't leave our brothers and sisters. If somebody can win a church, now we all come together with Reba. Yeah.
So from that, they'll join Samura Kamara there, Usai Usise from the Criminal Investigation Department. They invite him for an interview on allegation based on a video where they go around. I mean, we talk say it declare himself or in the say he's the president or so. So quickly, earlier today, we see also he tweeted a message saying the kind of way people them security personnel them then they're in two houses them. I mean, it's worrying. It send a whole different message and hence calling on international bodies them for me to look into the case. So in that regard, Mohamed, what's your take on this? Firstly, on CID inviting him first.
Look, when something happens, the aftermath is not what we get interested in terms of those things. Now, their own job is to do. What we get interested by now for no voting government, not government in position. What I tell you say tomorrow for Noam, at the press briefing. CID go call. That man go making commentary. That man go make your opinion. That man go making views them. Yes, because an issue don't happen. Right? But voting in nation, they wait for what? Voting they wait for what? You arrest somebody, you can't stop the war. You can't talk to Dumbuya. You know, what can you do? Right? This is what we're not interested in. A radical situation is a radical situation. We'll go for point answer, we'll point answer without fear. What do they expect? State House don't inform the Minister of Foreign Affairs, what for country tomorrow, and the press briefing about it. Not what in all the apparatus they do. We are not interested in it. Our interest is whether kids in Liban local communities, we all come together for save the lives of our people. That is all. Yeah.
So now when Samura Kamara don't talk, say the way where he see the soldier man them firstly nine to host them, it's a bit worrisome. I mean, as a leader or somebody we don't vouch for a position for be president of this country, one go ask the question, if una don't send say make una invite me for an interview, and now don't see again na me host all kind of people and they with arms and the likes, and like I mentioned, say we care for the younger stuff, but we see say it still gets a hold. I mean, what's this message is sending? I mean, Salone right now, most European countries don't get a whole question mark for our business. But also with the inside Osnaya, we tend to and our not tend for the meets now one place.
Damn Samura Kamara. Right? Ask yourself. I'm a radical journalist, so you look for changes them. Ask him, who's I been there? Where be Saban and Skuruma? 11 years if Enga should not be the goal. We don't want commentaries from politicians. No. They were there when it happened. They never took up the appropriate situation for saving her. So another government don't carry SNPP. Now, the SPP can't save us, and the SNPP get for save us. That is clear. Right? So we don't look to the opposition, you say. We don't look at what you want, what the State House is for saving because they are responsible presently for saving the lives of the people of Sierra Leone. All those commentaries we look to. No, I'm a radical journalist. Let me tell you. If you be there, you don't do well, you don't stop up, wake up in camp, please. No watch out, yeah? That is what diplomacy is all about. So, we know where they're going from. We know where they're coming from. They might say this is victims. No, they were there. So once they were there, they didn't do it. Now we get patient for see what President Pierre going to do. That's all.
Okay. But again, Mohamed, we understand the angle where you come out from. But in a case where somebody don't go in for, like I say, flag bearer for the position, and now they invite him based on claims or allegations, say they refer to himself as the president of the country, and all of this. So does that mean say because they're not doing anything, Payenga, enough for cry for his safety?
Let me tell you. Ask her first why it not go be as a voluntary ambassador plenipotentiary for let the APC party sponsor go be Dumbuya. Now let me tell you this. If you think that politics is all about patriotism, tell Samura Kamara say, let the APC contribute money for him, let it be an ambassador plenipotentiary, when they volunteer for going to Dumbuya, say, hey, that's why we are in the position. We are concerned about the lives of our people. We can't live in the house of President Pugh. Let us bargain for it. Can you do that? No. Look, let we look where we go. Look, we don't see far. A radical journalist is not a smooth journalist. You're not going to be for blindfold me. You APC or SNPP. I told you to for the interest of my people. That's why I tell you, I'm a political. I'm a mediator. I never talk totally like mine. Any opposition member, any diaspora member, where they can now also want for they too. Let it make himself as an ambassador plenipotentiary or you go book up an appointment with Dumbuya and talk to her. That's what we're expecting. Everything that Dumbuya is on the height and it's determined and it's committed. All the apps of the to do is to do the way forward.
Okay,
that's all.
The way forward.
Yeah.
Now from Samura Kamara, quickly, I want to ask you, Mohammed. I mean, yesterday was Labor Day, International Labor Day. One for ask, how fast do you spend the day for us?
To me, I just want to tell you this. I've been in many developed countries during Labor Day.
You've been in?
So many developed countries during Labor Day, May 1. I still today people they talk. Mister, if you take this May 1, you labor, you work and get right. It's not wrong for rights. Ain't you write a play card? You walk in the street in a civilized manner. You don't thief nobody. You don't cost nobody. Whatever people they see is. You see anyone? You see anyone? Were you out there in the street? From last year to last year, I've been watching this. All this global for stop. It doesn't make sense. You get the freedom of liberty, you get the fundamental human right. Yesterday, that they intend for right, that they would require a so. Right, say, I'm not pleased with this, I'm not pleased with that, I'm pleased with this, but I thank you, this. So what would we expect them? But hey, no, I don't want to go too far. But me, what I talk, then engage themselves, nobody don't engage them. Right? Then they begin to talk, say, the price is high, then they go even with the news. If you tell somebody say inflation don't count up by 10.70%, say that lie. Right? And so what did they talk? If you say price high, yes, you get the liberty for go talk to the Papa government, price high. If you say this that triangle, you get right to the Papa government, you try to express well, we don't come out every day, they give small money for people to go to school. You say yesterday, you don't see how. And this time the right way you get. How long people will do about that?
But Mohammed, you say, I mean, the government gets a 3-day labor conference. So say that was like a tripartite. I mean, you the work, then the government, and also the employers. Them. We say amongst many other reasons there, that for able for Sidom gets a proper dialogue, for see how we will get resolution for this whole labor thing in the country. So that's not a different thing.
This not the demand. Government takes up the This is the demand of International Labour Organization, ILO. Right?
Then Resolution 144.
That is it. Let me tell you this. If you abide by it, you don't get support. And when you abide by it, you see manifestations to the effect. Right? So Salon don't begin to. So this is why they need support from the ILO. They need guidance. They need their protection. They need for them, they are among the most, one of the countries who expect the rights of the workers. Right? This is why all they can now. This is why all they tell you can now. So for some of me, as labor of this and I'm doing for me, we are subject to. I will not sign a lot of signatures them. Now if we begin implementing them, it's no wrong. We have to do it.
All right. So quickly, let's join the president there and Amiata conference all and get what you say in this regard.
Workers from various sectors sang together in celebration, a powerful display of solidarity and national pride, marking the significance of May 1st. President Julius Maada Bio emphasized that this day is not only for celebration, but also for reflection on growth and national development. He noted that the country's gross domestic product is driven by the hard work and dedication of its labor force.
But who are those that contribute to the GDP of the country? It is the workers. Happy Labor Day.
He further acknowledged the vital role the informal sector plays in sustaining the economy and improving the livelihood of Sierra Leoneans.
My government acknowledges the dignity that labor cannot exist without proper education, healthcare, and sustainable livelihood. For far too long, workers across our nation have demonstrated remarkable resilience despite facing significant challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, as a government, we recognize the crucial role the informal sector plays in the economy and livelihood of our people. We know that a significant percentage of the working population earns living through informal work. This includes petty traders, market women, street vendors, subsistence farmers, transport operators like Okada and Keke riders, and small-scale artisans. My government is accelerating efforts to integrate the informal economy into our formal sector, protecting and offering opportunities to those who have been operating in
songs of
Mohamed Yayi, the PA himself, where they talk about how much the informal sector they contribute to a country in GDP. Say for the development and growth come, and then small people here so they come on board. I mean, when you look at the informal sector, we don't see say, I mean, most people don't they become involved in them. But one side we get little or no attention now. Some of we board our sister or papa the way they work for certain people them, yeah, the way they are being treated in their workplaces them. I mean, it is send a whole different question, yeah?
Thank you very much. I want to say, President not get 38,000 behind them for who call side. The problem of labor is there the corruption. The Sierra Leone Labour Congress, you don't say now for them to make an example. Now the 70s when we don't screw I can't free talk. Now they are no. Trade unions and they dupe the workers them. So the Leon Labour Congress, they will be partial in many affairs them. Some organizations, and then I don't want even Labour Congress or interventions. The Minister of Labour is yet to blame. They get on the mind goes them. Let me tell you what is happening. A man wants to pay for a workers and an assistant, they pay, the worker on the ground, they pay. No effective measures have been taken. Let me tell you this, it all happened. A post security officer, they get a minimum wage. Right? Despite 10,000 talks, a minimum wage is this, they pay them. Quite a lot of ills and they go over society. You know why? You know why? I'll tell you, they just damn it. Saloma get complex for get sacrifice for protest for his rights. There's a problem. I get a security job. You disadvantage me. I'll bring you to light on the other one and get the profit. That's why somebody for doing it. That's why they insist until we get a positive drive in civil education. Where if you know your rights and what to do when you're disadvantaged. Salomon, you get complex. Hey, Naim. Hey, na this in connection. Hey, na Ingeya. Hey, na name this. Hey, people in America. Hey, if you see Motuka. Hey, if you see us. Without complex in culture, we would always remain slaves. Damn it, when you are disadvantaged. Some countries in there, the world will be on visit. I know them. Where you maltreat a worker, they even block that director into Montreal, they come out.
Right.
If even police intervene, they already go to police until justice comes. This is what we should do. The former president of Poland, Walese, he fought for the people's side from the dock until he became a president. We're not going to do that one day. When he begin to talk, when he give money, he don't set money. Is that the way? So we here, we're only complex, you know, but until corruption, we will be fight collectively. Also, government no more. Things will continue to go this way.
So you say Labour Congress, and they do them work?
Let me give you an indicator. When waste management change, a lot of workers have been doing no good pay. Right? City council will come. May even intervene. Labour Congress with the workers will not pay. They go to Congress. They say it will pay 25%. So term. Believe me, actively pay 1.2%. They came back to us in the print media. I see. Let me tell you the country of Spain. How many people? More than 100 million people. They only get two labor unions. The socialists and the Congress and the communists. When it comes to collective, they only come together. The workers right put before, government will think this way. Right? But we don't see it when Labour Congress will do that, the government will more. But this is a fear. But if I'm to be a head, a Labour Congress, particularly somebody violate the workers' rights, I'll prefer you sack me, I come to light, I go correctional center. But the people's right, this is what is expected trade unionists to do.
But they need one.
Trade unionism is equal to what is CSOs, civil society organizations. We don't weak say weak. No, let me tell you this. Most of these issues over there do with the media, people don't talk their own business. fight for the people that's out there in the streets. They get it right for even mobilize people in a civilized manner. Then go out and protest for their rights. That is what they should be doing. When they are arrested by the police officer, believe in international body could take action. But let us see it continuously. Then the politician will fear. Is it happening here? Everybody look for employment. Everybody look for appointment. How could that happen?
All right. Quickly, let's just what's per the minimum wage, which stands at 800 leon. And the ordinary man go tell you, say, you need to even do, well, the reality is, you know, they even buy a bag of rice, yeah? And yet, now then they still they pay people there. One go ask the question, what if we don't move beyond this now? Or what intend for be the problem? Because, I mean, imagine they work for 20, how many days for just 800 leon?
You know, facts and fiction, eh? You know, facts and fiction. You know where we go wrong?
What's that?
A politician, they prefer to spend millions of billions for campaign than they spend millions of billions for all a survey. What's all the talk so now? Minimum wage. Let them can sponsor the media, not all a survey or a public opinion pool. We're going to determine the factors also. But I tell you, say, more than over 50% or so they pay billion wage to the workers. Then. Let me tell you something. I know they call this organization. But it's one private security there, we're internationally connected, where you do well in the private sector, private security. Like G4, everybody want to work there. Why? There are 120 countries there. Then they complete their own law, when they complete overseas law for instance, they work here. And the minimum wage you talk about here, they are more than that. Whereas the other hand, they give 250, 300. Does it suit you? And the guys in the ones, they smoke jamba, they take kush, they drink alcohol. They get for servicing people to the community to do it themselves. This is where we are. The slavery that this country, that the middle and upper class, everyone they create up a lower class. Do you know that? The middle and the upper class, where for protect the lower class, now someone they enslave the lower class. Because they're bargaining with the people the way they do things the way the lower class is suffer. This is my own say. Not all, but most of them we know. Because the media is determined for prosecute them. When prosecute they come the right road. We want to see. Look, I tell you this. I will tell you this with reasons. Me go start the young politicians who went to politicians than before. Because I did ideology they try for Blinken and Salon. Right? Aleka. Right? They say, let us all get it together, I respect outside, come on, find a way for go before. Respect each and everybody in your life as a human being. I didn't like you feel that, so if you like that, so you feel that. We all are the same thing. Let us make sure that the Sierra live in dignity. Let us make sure that Sierra left for cross the country that they go down and sea for go Europe. All things they here, but watching. The middle and upper class, we always blame themselves to sit together with the media. Now we bargain. Which way would they go forward for protecting people left? That the same one responsible, yeah? They are making laws. They are making the laws. And thank God, me to tell you this. Sierra the accent will write very knowledgeable for write good speech. When they call the media, they write talk sweet to all the clap, then clap, not to read the clap. They don't read them. They don't go on archive, but not in action. So therefore, the middle and upper class of this country, they're directly responsible for protecting the lives of the have-nots.
Okay. So from that, from the National Public Health Agency, on the 1st of May, we see we don't get 88 cases of monkeypox, and the active cases now 837, and total basically we don't get 1,140. I mean, we don't get Ebola now. I don't want to say Corona because we don't say where Corona been in the world per se. But Ebola we come inside 2014 there, so we see what happened, and amongst many other reasons we get what we get. I mean, in terms of the people who didn't die, as a result of we late response we get. I mean, the WHO already don't declare this a public health emergency of international concern, and here we are, Salone. We get one or two things that are happening, and every day we open phone, we see say the case just to go up there. We want to know. I mean. We know they learn from a mistake or something seemed to be wrong somewhere.
Who's mistake they learn from? Messi Salon Ebola money. And as Koroma talk local talk say, anybody who is Ebola money, now it's a blood money. But we say a man like the spokesman in the APC, 820 million. Where he pay, it make a minister of tourism. I just bring these stats because I'm free-minded. I tell you, whom so believe in swelling. Look, and pox, where you see the sites, go to the hospital. Right? We see equally as I got with money. It began that also. So this is Sierra Leone. Let me not learn for paint say the way no already. Let me talk the truth for the country before one. Right? Whenever they see arise, that some people they take opportunity for benefit themselves financially. Thank God, international community don't do to be some waiting.
Vaccines.
And now people they don't begin taking vaccines in our communities. Then I'm happy about it, right? And I hope to say this Minister of Health will get. Whenever we get financial aid or whatnot, we will go in the right direction. Because it has never happened to my own knowledge with the SLPP government. But to me, trust is the issue. No, I trust you, but if we should be trustworthily. I hope to this will ask them when they manage process, where it come for the money, when the medicine come, it will go for the due process. That is all. Because it's a very, very, very pathetic state.
Yes.
For there you get, they then deprive you of food you forget, for save your life. And people don't even take a shit for bribe for giving medicine. I wish those guys would look at the media.
Okay, look at the spread here, Mohammed. Harold was here not too long ago, so he mentioned one or two things that, okay, for example, if Jogbana gets monkeypox, if he not get that kind serious one, he's allowed to go home. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that alone another spread, now they help this disease for spread this way. Because one critical question where one go actually, they ask, is it that's not adequate or enough facilities they will not get for keep the people that already don't contacted this sick here, so?
I'll tell you something. Look at the Consolidated Revenue Fund. If government want buy 500 or 1,000 beds today, for put any open space, or place where it is also hospitable in a hall, they get a capacity. What he talk is true. Now we urge them. When somebody gets a minimum sign of pox, not allow for mixing the population will not get up. Right? We don't know if it's infected, but it's infection. Again, so therefore, what you talk, say now, say then go no say now. When somebody gets up, make sure say you heal them. Before everybody left out, let's go to the people. You go mix with the ordinary man. Then a bad omen tomorrow it will be. It will spread more than you expected. Right? So, we don't know about that. How you will protect yourself? That is the problem. If somebody gets a very close, fine. It didn't crash before you, but get up. If somebody happened to you, you get up. How would you know?
Okay, another thing, look at the sensitization, yeah? I mean, you think so the ministry, they actually do enough in terms of
It's kind of a very important question when I asked him the other day. There are jingles on radio, there are jingles on television, there are jingles newspaper they publish, there are vernacular language that they could on television. They get local language they have where you talk about this. No! But you watch them, you look at them, you ask them, but you don't go tell me say that point the way government they give for the year. You don't go for cut small for do sensitization in the media. You can't tell me that one day. I know times when it comes to emergencies, government will give emergency money for them go able to make the media go wild with certain information that affect the lives of the people. Not tell me that. This is why I tell you, the upper and the middle class of this country, they will not commit themselves to actually for protecting the lives of the people. This is what they should be doing. All the community radios, they are all apply for the Getting jingle they are. Jingle they are. We will get up. The 16 local languages that for the get up. It's an emergency. We will spend on emergency. And what is left, we will look elsewhere for full up the vacuum. This is what is expected. Yeah, you asked me about the Minister of Health. This is what we're expecting. Look, if we're not there, we didn't cry. And I warn you. Sorry for that. And I tell you this. You see, what's in Point Louis? Now they get about 15, 20 people, they only want to go big flag bearer. Either party. What does it mean? Right? Just for one state house, just for one parliament, just for one municipality. Not so that Saloma wants. Saloma wants, when these things happen, pull you 100 million, 50 million, donate. Donate to the people who suffer. Now the man, look at this man. Now we find out for say, this gentleman, he don't let the host. You know, go again, now they feed the host. But because it's still affected, they will feed them more. But except when CSF come, they begin by 500 back them, 300 back them, they give to the poor man because they want political work. That is not, we will not get philanthropists in there. We forget that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they will pass.
We talk about philanthropists. One go say, let's look at waiting to happen to the biggest donors of America. Yeah. We see they don't they all the and then now. I mean, one go on for ask if God forbid this escalates past a day, are we ready? I mean, as a country, are we actually ready for take we own load for ourselves?
Thank you. The remind you say, as we fail for be Pan-Africanist, we fail for show a sense of Pan-Africanism for 50 generations yet to come. Now we suffer. You want to imitate the Western, man. Westernization, they suffered thousands of years before they come today. We want people, everybody wants to go to America, to England, to whatnot, to whatnot. If now book no more go solve Africa problem, and I didn't like you, yeah? Africa need for revival and tradition, culture, and customs and come together like their great-grandfather and build a home. Let me tell you. Feed salon, what is it for? Less dependence also. $480 million don't cut off also. Now 2,000 rice don't come out. 2,000 tons of rice don't come out. Nobody is talking about that. If you talk about that, they say you are pro-Madam, you are pro-SLPP. 2,000 tons of rice for school feeding. After 100,000 of rice will come for waiting for the security services. Me na SLPP. Me na be a brother. I don't talk about becoming a journalist. That is to say, when one don't spoil, Solomon for let make again. You know what do I say? Weakness. You ask a very important question. The only way Africans them go able to survive without the Western man. Now where we know say we put Pan-Africanism before first. Hey, civic education, know your right, respect your neighbor right, respect your relationship with the government, oppose when criticisms are due, not oppose when criticisms are not due. Make sure say you criticize comprehensively for the common good, not so for selfish reason. This is what is happening. So at the end of the day, look at where some criticisms are coming of journalists, my moderator. Where they no more. Either it is for self-interest or for the common good. You go know the difference. What do we want? Somebody for stand firm, for say thank you when thank you is due, no when no is not due.
All right.
So the first real preoccupation is now saying, people in there in misery. Also because of wealth. Their lives are in danger. Now we come together, do ya papa. No, we don't forget about SLPP, no, we don't forget about East-West. Now we come together, now we give the best of solidarity to this young man, to this full government. Now we solve the younger issue.
All right.
Now we left for blame. Okay. The blame game don't pass. After all, the two main political parties are already in power. APC only in power, anything will happen. SLP only in power, anything will happen. If it can happen this way, no one will come together and find a solution, yeah?
All right. So quickly now before we go, what do you think say the Ministry of Health for do right now for ensure say we not pass this number? I mean, we don't pass 1,000 now. Yeah, and it's sending a whole different wave right now. What's in the urgent action what they need for take as a
no magic no they pass a broad-based sensitization to the media. No magic no they. Now realization of what they happen by the common man, no matter outside they, not going to solve the problem. We don't need look, excuse me.
Yes.
We don't need the theory, the way to go, no, we don't need them. Organize people at community level, the media jingle they go, as the jingle they go, that's when they go on the ground. That is what we need. Because it's emergency. And emergency means if you tight your waist, tight the belt, or run much more faster than before.
All right, thank you very much. Mohamed Kamara, editor of the Watch Humanity newspaper, and Tamba James from Kisiboindu Radio 107.3, Nakoindu, Kaila on the streets. We join we all the way. The rest of the program will be continued by Usman Mara, but quickly, let we join Michael Toure Esquire on Nicotine Act.
Good day and welcome to this edition of the program Know the Law. My name is Michael David Toure and I'm a lawyer. Well, today I come for talk about the issue of public smoking. Now this is a very important issue. We all concerned, but everyone for nobody. So, we can talk about what the law say about public smoking. Well, inside salon, the law way they regulate public smoking are the Tobacco and Nicotine Control Act 2022. This act became into force inside 2022 for ensure say tobacco use is regulated. So the lawmakers then think and fit say we need for protect with people in health and safety from them hazard them way smoking can cause. Now make them pass this lawyer so into force. So one go ask, waiting na decide them we are for smoke or usai na decide they are for smoke or usai are not for smoke. Now the act say by section 22, the act say for smoke na public place them like a hospital, like a school, like an office, like a children's home them, like a other setting them where people then they go. And the act not only tap it provide sanction them for people where go violate then regulations there. So number one, the act say anybody where the fen na place when a public place they smoke is liable to fine of 1,000 new leons, where na 1 million old leons, or prison sentence if they convict you, prison sentence of not less than 6 months, or they can fine you and then convict you and you go serve the sentence altogether. So that one day is very important for no. Another thing we person go ask is, with this issue of kush where they around, then they self go amounts to smoking in a public place according to the act? Well, yes, because it only makes sense if the act, even though the act don't say na tobacco and nicotine, and people will argue say kush not contain nicotine, whether they will go left to the experts that we know. But even though that substance they in general not regulated under the act, it only makes sense for make we infer say the act they regulate that one day also, because if the act don't say person not for smoke tobacco way in a cigarette and other thing them we get tobacco, then it only go make sense for make kush and other substance they also we not get tobacco, we not get nicotine for make smoke in a public place. So the act not only the tapianda, the act also they talk about the sale and exportation of tobacco. The Tobacco and Nicotine Control Council, now the council with the act established for ensure say the use, export, import of tobacco all regulated for inside salon. So one go ask himself also say, if this act don't say make I not smoke in a public place, who say me go able to smoke now? Well, the act no ban smoking entirely. What it ban na smoking na public place. So person can dey quiet one in house, inside in house, and he engage in whatsoever smoking activity he want for engage regarding tobacco. So as long as you smoke your tobacco product inside your house and you know they disturb the other man, then that one day a day within the law, they outside the law, they broke the law. But let me say, for example, person dey na big compound where we know say down in the case na plenty salon host them, and then that person they say, well, me I dey na me house, I want for smoke, and I dey go sit down na veranda, I dey go smoke, elect other people in the past self inside the compound, the smoke they meet them, not only business. Well, the law not they condone that one day. Then they all make up smoking in a public place, because the act they talk say any side where people in there, where it be say young people in there among them and picking in there among them, and then person they smoke there, whether na you compound now, whether na outside, then that smoking the way they do the illegal and you're not supposed to do it. So basically the act come not only for ensure say we help them, the government take them into consideration, but also for ensure say the smoke where they come up and tobacco products them and nicotine products them, they regulate them, because it they cause this air pollution. We're not fine for the environment. So me famble them, I go left for now this last word. For smoke, not a good thing. Tobacco is harmful for your health. Make sure say if you do smoke, you smoke responsibly. And one for say ensure say you no broke the law. If you want for smoke inside na place, na your home, na place where you know say that you smoke there, not go disturb other people there, and you no go broke the law. So till we talk back, me and Michael David Toure, and I want for left on with this good word here. So.
From review of the week and the Know the Law segment, now time for the second segment of the Today Show on Slick TV, channel 37. I am Usman Ibrahim Mara. Now, we get Slim Peasy in the studio. We get to come break up a news for now. Huh, Slim?
What's up, my brother?
Today, we get breaking news and entertainment news segment.
I'm glad. What if I give you the honor for breaking news today?
Well, Peace of Mind, one of the most trending music songs them from Sierra Leone now. They be out today officially.
Officially, Peace of Mind is out on all streaming platforms. And you're going to wonder, what's in that Peace of Mind? Like, what did they talk about? Well, on the screen right now, you see me, myself, and I, the one that only vibe machine, Slim to the PZ. I mean, me back now artist, and I don't need thingy, you know what I mean? And my song is out officially. It's been a minute since I put out the music, but I decided for come with one song, and it's out officially on all streaming platforms. Here is the flyer, and I can taste to now, I mean, just a snippet of waiting on I get for go enjoy when I decide. I want to go and check out the song on me streaming platforms them and also my social media platforms them. But Usman, I see they sing the song Corner and much more. Let me know what you think about the song.
Well, I think say for we who get stress, where you go, you get peace of mind. We listen, peace of mind. Yes. I mean, you peace out, listen, peace of mind, and share peace around the world.
Yes. You remember the lyrics?
Yes.
What do you say about the lyrics?
Give me reason why
give me reason why
I for the stress. Okay.
I do me best
and let's go do the rest.
Exactly.
My only competition now myself.
Exactly. So nobody go
keep me happiness.
It's about time we show people them just a snippet of Peace of Mind that is out already. So go and enjoy. The full song is out. Go on my platforms them and enjoy the song. Let's take a bit of it.
Another one again, yeah. Busy pon deck.
A really man tune from the Magic Sound Killer.
Give me reason why I fall the stress. I do me best and let God do the rest. Me only competition now myself. So nobody go kill me happiness. On and on, I go to chill and have some fun. Cause where you die out in dawn. So live your life and have some fun.
I'm gonna chill and have some fun. Cause when you die, all in done. I think Slim Peasy for me, this song, the video for the song, I think very clean video for very high quality. I think this is not something we rarely seen in Sierra Leone, and a new style for shoot a video. I mean, sometimes for Sierra Leoneans, then we can go outside, do outdoor shoots for videos where you can get quality videos. But just see, he puts really effort on this.
That's what's up, my brother. Anyway, so guys, Peace of Mind is out, and I don't want to talk too much about this. The quality is there.
Yeah.
The song, the message is big, as the lyric says. Give me reason why for stress. I do my best and let's go do the rest. Me only competition.
Yeah, and it is also worth noting for say peace of mind. Now it trend now on social media, specifically more on TikTok.
Yes.
So join the trend, search for peace of mind, and then follow up, dance, get peace of mind, share peace and society.
That's what's up, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's move to another thing on the plate today. Let's talk about our very own Jimmy Bangura, popularly known by his stage name Jimmy B, the godfather of Sierra Leonean music or salon music. Anyways, he dropped a snippet of his song we not released yet, but he said the song entitled "Now Hold On," and he say make man and just get in 2 cents on waiting and think about the song. The song is on his Facebook platform. Just take a listen and let me know what you think about it. All right, so let's take a listen.
You got to hold on, you got to hold on. Now don't you give up the fight, you got to hold on. Hey yo, the devil is a liar, came to rob and kill. So hold on to your faith, let it be stronger still. Now the Lord sees your pain, He knows how you feel. He sees that you drain from paying the rent and the light bill. Hold on, now it's time for your breakthrough. Get on your knees and pray, the Lord will come through. So put all your hopes and trust in Him, cause He will never let you down. Put all your hopes and trust in Him, and He will always be around. Hold on to your faith. Hold on. Don't you give up now. Don't you give up now. Hold on, brother.
I feel like say this is totally different from the usual Jimmy B sound. Anyways, but I think my brother man Usman will get similar thought. I see it be like super surprised when the song play. But of course, what do you think about it, Usman?
I don't know, it seemed a bit similar with peace of mind. I mean, they get the same aim for transform good people. I mean, if you're not supposed to be stress, peace of mind, and if you go astray, you need to put your trust to God. Some might even say this now, a gospel music this. But however now though, I think this is good. For those of we say we don't take kush, not me by the way. Sure. we recuperate from the aftermath of kush. You will say you go through constraints now your family get trust in God Almighty. I think this is the motivation for many of we to go through.
Most definitely, and on the screen and say keep you hope alive, never give up. This is Hold On by Jimmy Bangura, popularly known by his stage name Jimmy B. According to Ram, it described the song saying a motivational song. Just as my brother they say, just for me, I mean, if you want for like take the other route or for give up, at least for get you back on track for no say, you know what I mean, you know, don't say you left this dunya, not give up, hold on, hard times comes, you know what I mean, but it's not gonna last. Then say after the rain, definitely sun will come. It is a motivation, and today my brother just blended 2 songs there, and it feels like we get some positive and good vibes and energy in this space.
The connection is right there. I mean? And Slim, Godfather Jimmy B, Simno for one left, Batom Gidi Ongwane now, and it come now again with a new style. Instead of singing about woman, he say you find no instead it motivates una.
Definitely. But it's a good thing because you know what? Music, you never get old to make music. Once you get the voice, you get the sense for compose the lyrics together.
Yeah.
Bro, go ahead and make music because at the end of the day, you don't know that your message will inspire. So let him sing. Sing on, legendary Jimmy B. Let's move away from that. Let's talk about another thing on the plate today. So I'll be hosting an event this coming weekend. That will be on Saturday. The host, of course, you know my name now. Slim Pizzy, the energy and the vibes, okay? So if you want to see me perform a new song titled Peace of Mind, come there. St. Edward's Primary School for just 70K at the gate. If you buy them early, as in today, or maybe before you go to the gate, it'll be for 50 leons. And this event is sponsored by the one and only Inside the Business. So come see me perform. Come and enjoy because this is going to be the biggest event this weekend. And of course, Mina Senegal born and breed Pekin. So,
and arguably the first live performance for Peace of Mind.
I would not say the first because my colleague here, Reginald, gets something tonight. I might just shake the, you know what I mean?
I might do something for him. You know, it's all about love inside life.
But some might ask, Usago gets this, the first come, first serve, you understand? He say 50 leons for the first,
all right,
buy
so
before the
there's
event.
the number on the screen right now in case you want for reach. Just pay attention to the screen and you'd see the number, wait for contact, and then boom, you talk to Moti. But if you don't know the location for Cam for this event, now 4th Street St. Edward's Primary School, that's where the whole thing is going down. All right, so come through, come see me on stage performing. Also just for the air for the meeting, you more hold the mic. Inside life.
It is the Central Festival 3.0.
All right, so let's move on from that. Let's just take one international and wrap it up. So let's talk about Diddy. I mean, as we all know, say Diddy now a music mogul, a rapper, and of course now somebody we very well respected when it comes to rap music all across the world. So in Child Don't Start as a been, reject a plea deal we then be offer him. So let me read what I have here. I say Sean Diddy Combs has officially declined a plea deal from federal prosecutors and will face trial on multiple serious charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and transporting individuals for prostitution. Jury selection is set to begin on May 5, 2025, with opening statements starting May 12. If found guilty, Combs could face a life sentence. This is very huge. I don't know if you don't follow up the story, Usman.
Well, actually, I see an article before I come on air of this particular story. Diddy Comp, where they reject a plea deal from the US government.
Exactly.
And actually, the article also includes for says Diddy, where they go inside the courtroom, but actually smile and wave to people happily. Seem for be so confident for say get for receive such a harsh sentence. And by the way, waiting the up for him right now, it's a life imprisonment.
Most definitely.
Going in for a plea deal with the US government to actually reduce his sentence, but seem for the reject him now.
Reject and he cancel. And since day one, Diddy don't they say he's not guilty of either of the offenses them or the charges that we don't put against
well,
them.
Still people like he's saying allegedly though, but seeing a cage 1,000 baby oils in your home, whatever you do with
that as well, that is alarming.
A huge evidence.
Yes, that is a huge evidence. But let's see how it goes as, the story is still the build up and then say by the 5th of this month, the trial go start. So it is what it is. I think that not always in the inside the basket for now today. I slim to the pizza with the vibes and I left one over to my brother man, Usman Ibrahim Mara.
Okay, now time for the latest in our health tips with Paulina Bendu Samba.
Hello, me party them, and welcome to Today Health Tips. The rain don't come, breeze don't cold, but we all sabising at the same time this plenty sickness than kinwaka. Now we talk small, but how we for keep ourselves safe and healthy during this rainy season. Tip 1. Try for build your immune system. This not time where cold and flu can come quick. So, eat boku orange, lemon, and guava, and all the other fruits them will get vitamin C. You go still benefit if you drink warm ginger or turmeric tea. It go help for protect your body. Tip 2. Try for the keep your body dry and warm. No dey left your umbrella or raincoat now also. If rain soak you, try for change your clothes quick one. So clothes can cause sickness them like rashes and ringworm. So, always they keep yourself warm, especially in the morning and night. Tip 3. Mind waiting you they eat. Rainy season not to time follow you they eat all kinds in the streets. Then can get dirty or bad water. Try for the eat well cooked food na house. Wash your fruits and vegetable fine one and drink clean water like water from filter or boil one. Tip 4. Protect yourself from them mosquito them. Rainy season at time we can bring boku mosquito them because of dirty water. Make sure say you no get standing water na your yard. Use mosquito nets, spray or cream. This go help for catch malaria or other mosquito sickness them. Tip 5. Do small exercise na your house. If you see for say outside rain they come or place soak, no make let that stop you. You still go able for do small stretches them or dance or yoga inside your house. This go help you for feel better and keep your body active. Me paddy, love it guy for take care of yourself this rainy season. Oh. Stay warm, stay dry, and stay wise. Health na wealth.
Okay, it's still with the Today Show on Slick TV, channel 37. I am Usman Ibrahim Mara. We'll take now the vacancy for today. So this now from Statistics Sierra Leone. We pride ourselves for provide credible data for national development, a job vacancy for them for the ahead of the 2026 census in the country. Positions up for grab, let's say district publicity officers, district census officers, cartographic team lead mapper. Also the position up for grab there in Statistics Sierra Leone, let's say call center agent. The important notice from them, let's say no fees required for apply for these positions from Statistics Sierra Leone. Let's say Statistics Sierra Leone does not charge or ask for payment to any stage. At any stage, stay alert, do not respond to anyone asking for money. So these are the various steps we didn't say for use for apply for these positions then. Now Statistics Sierra Leone ahead of the 2026 census next year. They say you can visit www.statistics.sl. Scroll through the bottom of the message, select a position and read the terms of reference. Click the Apply Now button on the top or bottom of the page, and then fill in the personal details, including national ID, NIN, district of origin, emergency contact, work history, highest level of education, upload CV or resume, and also write a short letter of interest, submit the application, and then you'll receive a confirmation message, email notification. And now they say if shortlisted, Statistics Sierra Leone will contact you for an interview after the deadline. Apply today on mobile or desktop. Application deadline is say at the 15th of May 2025 this month, just under 2 weeks. And this public notice from the public notice, okay, just to say we've been joined in the studio by Rabiatu Mansari. Rabiatu.
It's a pleasure being here again, and this one from Salone Police. Themselves say they want for employee people them. And let's just quickly go right to the Sierra Leone headquarters wishes to inform the general public that limited vacancies exist for enlistment into the Sierra Leone Police for university graduates on the line that ward in the rank of constable. Application forms are to be obtained from police headquarters and at the regional headquarters in Makeni, Kenema, Loko, and Bo. The forms are to be filled and submitted to the Human Resource Department at Police Headquarters, George Street, Freetown, or to the HR partners at Regional Police Headquarters. Valid application forms are stamped and signed by the Director of Human Resource. This advert is only for, waiting you get for meet for ensure say you meet up to the rank of constable there for Salone Police. It's a application, the criteria basically for be a citizen of the Republic of Sierra Leone. I asked them for born you, be age 18 to 30 years. Then they say if I be youth man.
And they say you need to pass an undergraduate degree examination from a recognized university. Have studied courses relevant to policing, and also submit a West Africa Examination Council WAEC scratch card, pose a valid national identity card, submit authentic birth certificate together with an application form. Also, they say you don't forget any criminal record, and also return completed application form to the regional officers at the offices or the Sierra Leone Police Headquarters in Freetown on or before the deadline. Plus, the deadline is say for this submission and completion of the application form is okay, no dates
They
there.
not put date there. I think it's pending there. You know, Usman, I'm sure maybe they want to make them open. But looking at the criteria where you forget as an applicant going in for this, well, it's a bit substandard.
Yeah.
Maybe one will say that because of the position where they're going for. But one or two way I actually pick up here now. One, say for submit UYX scratch card. I think we don't get so much way come for this WAS business, forging results here and there. I'm sure that is why they actually pin on that.
Scratch card, not a school results,
also
but scratch card, yes.
But so the one for DUAM for themselves, and added to it, you forget a degree from a particular recognized university. Well, one will say again, I want to go in for it, yeah, but I'm being limited because they don't ask me, say, I forget I'm from a particular university. And another, now the fact, say, you don't forget no criminal record. One go one for no. How you want for be police with all the criminal records here and there. So this is not a very big position where somebody they go in for. So if you feel like you fit into that regard, you go join the rest of the team. So then say if you reach out to the direct Human Resource Management with Musa James AIG for send you application in that regard. So it's a plus for you if you think so you want to join Salone Police.
We get more?
Yes, well, we get more headlines. Sayala will just get them from the studio in there. What next? Okay, well, in regard to Salone Police, so you will know say you get interest in them, you can join the rest of the team.
I think there's a pending because already people have no say if they up for grabs. So now for no say these positions them there and the Salone Police. It can come at any time. Just know for see, just be prepared ahead of the time.
Rank for constable. So this is a bigger, a much more bigger position where person will go in for, yeah. And like I say, I get to I like the standard where they put out because I had a conversation one day with a particular big somebody we mentioned say earlier before now where they get this application for certain security personnel them all they need now you referee we go to one chief for example and the chief recommend you. You say assuming if now you brother now the chief or now you brother now you uncle with the chief. Whether you're not Kushman or whether you're a bad person, it's just not for right good thing about you. And they'll be left with no choice than for just take you because now them big people they don't recommend you. Now so be they see with these applications they can. But this time around it's a bit different, you know. I mean we see them put all the criteria. So that's what they say learning is better than silver and gold is a big one for you to get to university degree.
Absolutely. Low take youth travel schedule for tomorrow on Saturday. And starting with the Sea Coach boat services, there's a bright and early departure at 5 a.m. Aska Airlines flight KP023 will depart from Banjul, make a stop in Freetown at 8:05 a.m. Accra, and finally arriving in Lome at 8:45 a.m. Next stop at 8:30 a.m. Aska Airlines flight KP043 will take off from Freetown and head to Lome, arriving at 9:10 a.m. In the afternoon at 1 p.m., Aska Airlines flight KP022 will depart from Lome, stopping in Freetown at 4 p.m. and arriving in Banjul at 4:45 p.m. At 4:05 p.m., another Aska Airlines flight will leave Lome and head to Accra and then to Freetown at the Freetown International Airport there. Also in the afternoon at 4 p.m., Air Senegal flight HC213/4 is scheduled to leave Dakar, arriving in Banjul at 6:55 p.m. and Freetown at 7:50 p.m. For those traveling overnight, at 9:30 p.m., Turkish Airlines flight TK533/4 will depart from Istanbul with a stop in Ouagadougou before arriving in Freetown at 1:10 a.m. and continuing back to Istanbul at 2:10 a.m. That's all for tomorrow on Saturday's travel schedules. Use this information wisely. Bon voyage. Rabiatu.
And yes, quickly, Usman, let us go into State House, the White House of Salone. And we saw something where they make a whole different waves lately, and I saw a blogger posted that it's going to be a long ride throughout the weekend. Get us through.
Okay, this is Mike Brewer from the communications units at the office of the president, the most the biggest office, high-ranking office in Sierra Leone, he post this. You see, Abubakar actually replied to a posting on Facebook. Say Abubakar Box Conte. Here's what President Julius Maada Bio achieved with roads and bridges in his first 5 years as president. However, some Kamaras, Koromas, Contes, Kanus, and Siseys and Banguras might dismiss it as false. Yet, facts remain unchanged even when denied or ignored. I think he applied to a particular posting. We question some of the developmental President Julius Maada Bio bring as president of Sierra Leone during the first term.
And we look at the posting we respond to. A name happened for fall.
Under the contest.
Yes, but just that with a different spelling there. But again, Usman, we, in as much as our responsibility, but let's find a way to, you understand, get all sides of the story. We just wish Mike himself had been tell we what he mean to this, but this is sending a whole different message. We've been believed to, or we're made to believe that with a particular name now in this country, you belong to a particular political party or particular tribe there.
Yeah.
For example, if Joe Bana call a name, instantly they will say, I mean, a part A day. And if I am also call a name, instantly they say a part B day.
Absolutely.
But now you see somebody where the rep, the White Horse, I mean, within a part of the communication team for the biggest host in the country, posting these kind of things, and with the names that he mentioned, this is a whole big message we don't send. Imagine the Kamaras, the Komas, and the Contes, and we are left with no choice but for made believe say he's more or less saying these people there they own this particular party or they're not this particular party.
Okay, so there have been accusations on social media that this man from the communications department from the office of the president, Julius Maada Bio, is spreading tribalism in Sierra Leone. I mean, he mentioned just some few tribes, Temiaso, predominantly.
Few names, but when you watch the tribe, they are common amongst the Limbas and the Timinis, which we are assumed or we are made to believe that they're actually people from the All People's Congress.
Well, if that's the case, Contes, Kamaras, Koromas, if they're supporting the APC, maybe, I mean, they just, even count Rabiatu Mansare in it. Okay, but however now on social media, a post just 5 hours ago, he said, yes, I recognize most of the names who keep insulting me because I share what my president is doing. Some even have the nerve to message me directly. I don't see their religions or tribes, I see their names. Stop living in my head. Post a comment under this post. He say, but it is unfortunate to mention some names when you are fully aware that most of those names are supporters of the SLPP. It's actually unfortunate, sir. You are now a politician, so I don't think you have to be mindful of people attacking you. You are in the post, a high-ranking post in the country. If you don't want people to say negative things about you, you and your government then leave the media space and live a quiet life, my brother.
You know, quickly, now this country man keep full variable safe. You know what? So cute. No go what side. That's what the person is trying to say there. Say, if you don't want for the part and parcel of it, why involving yourself in sense? Why join in politics? You're on there as a neutral man and live your life somewhere without any of this involvement. I don't think say somebody go crap and say any XYZ about me. But quickly, there's a name. Wait. Just catch my attention here. I mean, even though one will say the presidential spokesman in name Nakan, but arguably some people will tell you say Nakano, then just try for make her in a way. You understand? Eh? So if in the call names, then you have names of these people. I mean, this thing cuts across here, Usman. You have names of these people well already they into this administration. When it gets political appointments, political offices being paid with taxpayers' money. So I think we just hope Mike himself will be able to respond to all of this. But it gets a whole controversy, and it's going to be a long ride for the weekend for them.
Mike Brewer from the office of the president, Julius Maada Bio, has been criticized again for spreading tribalistic views on social media. Some comments again from his post on Facebook. Another person comments is say, this is a very tribalistic post coming from a man like you. You ought to know better. Another person, Idrissa Bangura, say, man, you know well, again, his view as citizen. To his possibly hold a very high-ranking position in the government of Sierra Leone. And he said these are domestic things a landlord supposed to do it's not an achievement after 64 years. Since you put Cisse, me no mix tribalism, okay? David Kokai said, this post is very tribalistic and speaks unfamiliar of a man working at the State House. You ought to know better. So, Mr. McBrewer comments, a reply to David there, say, I forget to mention the Kokas.
Oh.
Kokas, the Creoles.
So one will say this could be one deliberate blow here. But again, Usman, quickly, will you look at when we celebrated with birthday, I mean, we independence here as a country, one of the questions who most people ask now, where are we? Where's how we go? Like we're just this static, we're not moving, no reforms, no changes, and you get all this. This is more or less saying, this is not accepted. We've been divided. Even though when I interviewed Jody Ali, I mean, Usai Salom Bindeto, Usai Udonde now, he mentioned, say, this division not come as to today. But again, this funny thing, then they say, it's not a born good picking. Most of some tribal wars we don't see over the years as a result of this. But the good thing about the whole thing is that we find ourselves in a country, you say, we are interrelated, yeah? One way or the other, some of us have been connected to the Kamas, the Kurmas, the Contes, and the Kanus. Even though you were made to believe, say, the tribe you find yourself or the political party you support, they endorse another party. Now, sadly, if you take views of certain Sierra Leoneans now, they'll tell you that when you go to some of these offices, all you hear now, Joe Bana, Joe Santigi, some of these names where you feel like, oh, they're associated with the other tribe or the people that were made to believe that they are strongly SLP.
But I think a man like him representing the president, they work in a state house as a communication person for the president, a responsibility now for defend what the president do, defend the president in work over the past 6-7 years.
Thankfully, it comes out from a communication team. We wait for waiting the PR actually gets for paint this whole thing and how we get for actually go about it. And the whole thing about this again are the fact say we live in a digital age. I mean, people get access to them, but I read some certain set of people that they say it's time for him to even put it down. Yeah, but I tell you, they don't go far and wide. And you can still remember
last year, we a politician in a video we circulates on social media. They say if you know be the president in 2028, a politician from the SLPP, we say if you know be president in 2028, it will bring the war never seen before. I mean that's back outrage in Sierra Leone on social media. Information right now in this country is spread so fast like wildfire.
Well, the issues are many, and in relation to the many issues where they unfold, now inside the education sector, we don't see, say, since we had this introduction of this whole caste system, the continuous assessment scores, I mean, in 2022 till date, we was business just don't get your U-turn altogether. It's either some set of picking and not sit, or it's either they say you go sit the other year and absolutely not sit. And the big question we then pick here, they ask, one, our times are being wasted, and another, the fact say, even when a promise as a government will go for seats back, we they sit them, you put we be in. So the worst, I mean, arguably, they already start. You get certain set of people who use they do now the practical subject them. So the Coalition for Principle Solidarity, then PRO talk about the issue them winner Bangali Tommy and John Abdullah Naimbi conduct the interview. Oh, yeah, for Mr. Tommy quickly.
Bangali Tommy, PRO, Coalition for Principal Solidarity. Well, concerns then with regards to this year was we don't do entry, series of concerns. We begin do the entry first of all, begin the country where with the process, and then we begin the process with CAS1. And CAS1 software where WAEC then give we as soon and all know saying that then they in charge of conducting transitional exams from SS123 for left senior secondary school, go university, and then they're in charge of the exams and they BK and MPSC. So we as school heads, we can process them, pick it up the country for write the exams and they so then give it to software and get the CAS entry, we'll get CAS, they start to do it for CAS1, CAS2, CAS3. And then finally the second software we use now the BIS portal. Understand? So we start do the entry with CAS year 1. This CAS year 1 now SS1 information basically. Begin the word and come from SS1 and do the start for entering. But normally, the time we can do that CAS year 1, most of them begin not in there around. You understand? So possibility they may picking, I know this application I'm picking as a B name, but forget maybe I don't even know na art ide as send and commerce. But along the process, CAS 1, CAS 2, such error can be corrected. The picking face might not be, but along the process, okay, then give provision for law put in face, and then they give provision for law put in actual date of birth. Understand? So after one process, then CAS 1, they'll get what called CAS 2, then a SS2. So some picking and kindle now we don't promote from SS1, SS2 include in the back. Then picking and go for the back, they come on other school then come. Then the common other school then come. By the support call then CAS reference number as what it tell me. But then CAS reference number then they pick the counter in not the work. Understand? In not the work. So CAS 1, CAS 2, CAS 3, then finally we go to the BIS portal. BIS portal now the system will then give we don't work on CAS 1, CAS 2, CAS 3, and then export them to the BIS portal. But you know we export to BIS portal until you go to ministry, the list of ministry give you. For example, if my own school, if not 100 picking the ministry give me, I don't get CAS 1. Maybe I get CAS 2 up to like 200 names. But for the fact that 100 picking ministry give me, don't give me for approve, pass at go, then come, they give me the confirmation that they give me PIN, where I go upload only that 100 picking and the way ministry approve of me. So I will don't generate the casting to the BIS portal. We upload another system, the server they give say confirm your upload has been successful, then they give access for generate BIS. When they generate the BIS, then they go alphabetical order. Begin the day when Amara, Mohammed, Amara, and first name and surname will be saying English 001, take to the last number. Understand? So we as school says now we can give them BIS how to picking them. Sometimes we don't give them now up to 2 months ago, they don't get them BIS and day. Then a confirmation slip they show that picking they get for write the exam. You understand? So this is not the process we don't go all this while. So this particular year now, WAEC just go ahead and then print CAS 1. CAS 1 and just go print. And this CAS 1 now, they don't consider CAS 2, CAS 3, they don't even consider the BIS portal we don't generate. When they don't do final processing, when you come to for do editing, whatever, they will do everything. Then just count CAS 1. Picking and get for that CAS 1 now. What they know they are then schools and some don't travel, you don't go. Not all picking they SS1, that picking they did another school from SS1 to go SS3, some they left. Then some picking back for come from other school, they can't join SS2. So all the picking they don't left out. You understand? Now that CAS 1 they go out. So that CAS 1 day now, majority of them picking they don't left out. Completely don't left out because they find up informations then at the BIS portal. When they normally then they print out. So you don't get a case now, picking don't come through me, I don't process them. All information in the database, I don't give them BIS, but a name not in the CAS year 1 because maybe it can't year 2. You understand? A name not there. So majority of the picking they don't left out. So this is not the reason we call this concern say we want to let them hear we out. These are the problems with principals that they go through. Principals then they run schools on the very, very difficult circumstances. Under very difficult circumstances. Then they claim say we don't enter another system. Principals are not IT specialists. Now IT people we they hire. Now then they work for we. If they claim say principal then they don't enter the system, they manipulate, then can't pick it when they go to school, they can't enter the system. Outside them principal, outside the IT people then pull the code. Because now code they get for use. Would I give them the code? So let them ask themselves and put them also in order, rather than for can't imagine the last thousands of picking where they go for left out. If this system left so, picking they go for left out, serious one. So then picking they don't come through the school, they don't give them BRS. Then they don't go now. Then time for the exam now. Then say BRS is not accepted. And come to think of it, this is not the first exam. This where you go sit, you don't get BRS. And BRS, now we they use, we had to go conduct the exam. Now they use for no say Mohammed Bangura, yes, you know Mohammed Bangura because in identification number then the social Mohammed Bangura in first day in date of birth day. This one now no BRS. So anybody can come from another school, is saying Mohammed Bangura, you had to conduct the exam, you don't know. You just go sit. This is the kind of exam this way WAEC one for low conduct. So we don't tell and say let them go back to the BIS system. All the people that get BIS, let them allow them, let them write the exam. Well, we don't try for talk with ministry through CPSS. CPSS now the umbrella body where they govern all principals. I think on Tuesday, we get ourselves, all principals, the way in the Western area, we get ourselves now the chairman in school. The chairman, when a conference of principal Western area, we get ourselves now in school and go give them, we concerns them. So we hope say it take a concern to the ministry. Because this issue now issue all across the country. Every principal is affected. No school not well left out. You understand? The initial, because we do not say CAS 1, CAS 2, CAS 3, you know they run exam on CAS. This CAS, they say they tie the exam pencil. For we, it's just something where they create where we don't know. Because I know with deprived picking, they say CAS 1, CAS 2, CAS 3 are 10-10. CAS 1, when at year 1, year 2, SS1, SS2, now 30%. You know what deprived picking for 30%, where the picking get possibility for go get 70% in exams, we go make a get requirement. So in all of we this CAS, now for just for deprived picking them from writing the exams. Where then the right private was, is they able to CAS? We are not able to CAS where the right private was. And now some of we they see this as a consistent attack on the education system in this country here. Because now the account policy say for us, because they expire. Whether not then count on ministry, that's another one. Understand? Then they say ministry count policy say they know they pay for reciters. Because in the section of the free quality education, they pay for reciters. Me where see as it was today. You understand? Not all man the sit was one and get requirement. So if you say you know they pay for reciter, fine and good. But at least if you know they pay for reciter in government school, let reciter them go now private schools and let them admit them, let them write the exams. But when they see a system now where there is no reciter, so you're not going to alternative and go for private tours. Private tours now is almost 2 million because the form this year, was it last year? Now 1,800,000. They go pay 100,000 for go do entry. So let's say 2 million. In this kind of economy, what would they so? How many picking will go afford? How many people will afford that 2 million for going picking for go write the exams? You understand? Now what we can to the CAS 1, we'll go do CAS 1 entry. There were 84 schools where they left out of that CAS system there. Principals they not be able to do. And that one self, majority of the issues, now ministry been concerned. Now ministry then cost that issue there for most of them picking and they left out. How? We go what they call Becker check. Becker check, for example, I get 50 picking then. Can I go the list to ministry, now then they approve. Before I upload CAS 1, now then they approve. The very day when WAEC for close the portal, now it's 12 o'clock. Ministry 6 o'clock PM, they still did the net, they give a confirmation list. Principals are not IT specialists. Now I don't get me confirmation list from ministry, it didn't me. I go find IT person, I go give. Maybe somebody don't come, they don't pay money, pass me. The IT person, would I pay money to? Now you they take. Understand? When last subsidy don't come at schools? Principals in the wrong schools, they under hard circumstances. We don't then an extra body don't come to principal. They go take IT person for car work for you. Subsidies from this is third term now. We are approaching third term, first term, second term. Go ask in schools how many schools else they don't get subsidy for first term and not about second term. Okay, then begin massage the situation. Massage WAEC said they don't open the CAS. In fact, now Ghana 90 in charge of the CAS, they not the opener. We later understand say that 84 schools they left out. The number dropped down to 59. So meaning if my mathematics correct, then let's say 25 schools there, they will open the CAS. So why this inconsistency in the policy? Now, they create a situation around where principals or the government is forced to go and pay for private tours. Because I don't say the beginning don't go for private tours. One, it's the economy. You understand? And then get policy, if you don't go pay for private tours, if they can school today, tomorrow you go to Waterloo, next tomorrow you go to... So not all picking able to have body. So they go in and then school today for them today. So the non-system now say, no way not they in, they force the government. When they create system where they left the kid out, then the government is forced to go and pay private tours. We government school, we say we picking them for government, for this government tours, we they pay upfront. And now when they don't create this system for let picking and left out, the government is forced to go and pay almost 2 million per candidate. We they call on the government. Let them say reason say why they don't turn a bottleneck for the free quality education. You understand? Then picking in there, not to Guineans then. Law assumes that if principal, for argument's sake, if principal they say them principal and cow picking inside the system, these kids are not Guineans, not all Liberians then. You understand? Now Sierra Leoneans then. Yeah? Let them write the WAS.
Thank you.
And then, if by any means they not allow the beginning for write the WAS, we go take all actions within the ambit of the law. Understand? Because some of you in private schools then, I know you don't go pay me money, you get me money in me, they deprive me begin from writing the exam. We will take all action against them. When the exam begin, we not stop the exam. When the exam begin, our membership is cut across the country, or they ask our membership let them furnish with information then, which regards to the absentees, because then they get for plenty. One picking and for dinner where a name can, but it's not going to be available for the exam. Why? Because Kaswan then capture under science, where E na arts or E na commercial, they go send wrong information for him. He's not going to be available for that exam because not get nothing for go right. Then pick it up for student and host them. At the end of the day now, it go appear like say principal then count foreign people that they can pack them. So we go for take all in there. The principal say maybe we not get money, as well they claim, but we get civil society now where they be and we. As we talk now, we don't in conversation with lawyers them. Understand? We're ready for take every action. Enough is enough. We'll not go sit by idly and with the watch wire that they put education down in this country.
Now, Bangali Tommy, the PRO for Coalition for Principles, Solidarity, John Abdullahi go gets for Gui the other side of the story, forget it's more balanced. You know, Usman, the issue about this whole WAS thing, it's like it come from bad to worse, because prior to now, you hardly see this coalition people coming on board. Yeah, we just had Reverend Davids and just a few others where they come. But if you see people that don't they come on board, it tells it only get out of hands. And he mentioned one or two things where I feel like even WAEC or the ministry gets a whole answer to. Now the fact say, one, una say una the cater for them pick for sit again. That was a promise they made when this whole saga started. And authoritatively, I'll tell you, get speaking their way, and they say, it not be, we not sit again. They not make that, they not fulfill that promise where they make to be. But these are the same ministry where they talk say, then go make the picking and sit up to date. And added to it, the picking and left with no option, or they are being forced to go to the alternative route in sense and just go sit WAS. Now this is the thing
the
private WAS. Looking at the economic situation of the country with just minimum wage,
it's 50
for people that forget they
and applying for private. I think it's over
1,000. Yes,
1,000 leons. And it seems to be like every year more people them not get the opportunity for the WAS examination. What are the regulatory inputs in the schools? I mean, how well are we for regulate for say these schools them really for prevent such high amounts of people when they take the WAS examination every single year? How we plan for prevent then the within the penalties for the schools, the principals of the school, because they are responsible for what happens in the schools. Even these pupils now they know the city WAS this year. How many of them? I'm sure not to all of them before see the private WAS where they say the kids are for. What them going to be involved in after that? Some might even be depressed because for me, education is my life. I don't work very hard for pass the examination. I don't get the opportunity for sit the examination for go university. I see everybody don't go up college. Me still the pass uncertain for say I guess for seats. Also they pull the money minimum which as you just say 850 leons. So this is very very distressing. I'm going to even make some school picking them. We be saying go turn drop out and go even indulge yourself into drug taking.
And that's the sad part there, yeah, Usman. Prior to now, what will be made for the scene at the fact say, okay, I don't sit WAS, I don't pass, but I'm sorry there, money not there for continuing education in terms I not get extra support for Lago College. But now what you will see more or less is I not get no option, not for sit the WAS, because WAEC on one hand of the ministry here is blaming school's head. They say, okay, no, don't make cast no come. But again, the problem with Salon, we quick for just grab something in sense, we copy a style or take a style, because they will tell you, but me was here, then they say, now this caste system, now cut across all outside Africa. Well, another valid point they make in that regard, or one, well, I don't give them a term, but the fact where they say, before now, the CAS was coming after the examination. And the public, be the first WAEC or be the ask WAEC, where the result, now they come. Because these same school authorities there, so now they know they send this CAS here quick. Now this time around and say, no, we not care. We want them before the examination. But
and also that's, again, for data, for prevent school picking them way we see they attended, because we get allegations for say some different principals, different heads of schools across the country. They put in names of picking them, we know they even attend the school for the WAS examination. So for prevent that from happening, send the CAS of the people before the WAS examination. I think that's good, but they're not proper mechanisms them in place, I think, for make sure say for doing the right thing for the speaking them, serve them justice.
Another thing added to it where the ordinary man go say, Usman, now the fact say, are they actually using this system that they're saying? Yeah, I mean, we know that the makeup of the work, not saying we they do, but arguably you get certain set of people where they talk say, if I don't know the user, surprisingly, I they do well in a particular subject, yeah, from SS1 to SS3, and I go sit WAS, I go fail that subject with F9. So now the big question is, that me cast alone, what do you want to do with them as a ministry or as WAEC?
So WAEC explanation, I think they said 20% or 25% or 30%.
So assuming I actually don't do well in all of those subjects then, and at the end of the day, I will get F9. I mean, that's a very big one, F9 in a particular. So you want to me say, even the 10 hours they go school, the 20% where they send for you, make a fail, they want go see the WAS, all the studies and the like, I feel woefully forget F9.
Here we go again, Gabi had to bringing up the issues. But now, Gabi, I think this is a very, very valid point you don't make so. I mean, some of we people, school picking they do very well in subjects, but we WAS results come out, even if you know it, and say you fail, you get F9. So I think that's a really valid point. And now to a breaking news from the Ministry of Health and the National Public Health Agency, now confirming that 1,226 people in Sierra Leone have been confirmed to have come in contact with monkeypox or mpox since the Ministry of Health, the government of Salone, declared mpox as a public health emergency on the 10th of January 2025. It also reports for say total active cases as of now are 923 new cases over the past few days. There's 86 new cases that the government's done report so far, and new recoveries a staggering 0. They say the total recovered people since they begin for report cases of mpox now 294. Total deaths stand at a staggering 9. 9 people have been killed by mpox, reported killed by mpox, according to the Ministry of Health and the National Public Health Agency. A whooping amounts of these mpox cases reported by the Ministry of Health now from the Western Area Urban District of Freetown, 882 cases, followed by Western Rural District, we don't confirm 232 new cases, 232. And Salon Code. Yeah. Tonkolili, the district of Tonkolili don't confirm 3 cases, followed by Pujaun. Pujaun confirmed 2 cases since they declared mpox as a public health emergency, followed by Potuloko of 15 cases, Moyamba confirming 2 cases, Koinadugu, my district, not a single case yet. Kenema, 13 cases, Kono, 10 cases, Karine, 3 cases, Kambia, 6 cases, Kailaun, 2 cases, Falaba, 1 case, Bombali, don't confirm 39 cases, and we get there Bones 2 cases and Bo 14 cases. I think among these 14 districts, there we see Bombali and Bo get the highest amount of cases. Bombali, Bo, and Kenema get the highest amount of cases, as Kenema don't confirm 13 cases, Bombali 39, and Bo, the second largest city in Sierra Leone, 14 cases. A staggering amount, 2/3 of these cases come up from Freetown, 882 new 82 cases since the Ministry of Health declared Mpox a public health emergency.
Quickly, Usman, looking at this one here we'll get today, I think just the one good news there is that the deaths remain the same as the waiting we get 2 days ago with Komanado. And yes, Koinadugu not get it, but now, before now, most of these districts, then I also not don't get.
Yes.
So now it tells, it is spread, it don't go, and Nayaso,
it's pretty much like the same area, Koinadugu, Falaba, just like the same area. People going in and out of this district every single day at any time. So chances of it spreading is so obvious.
So this again brings us the question to waiting we need to do now. At this point, we not need for the beat around the bush because we don't get ugly incidents. They make reference to the Ebola because we all know waiting happened at that time, and nobody no one for go usa a start. Especially we get to do with the odds. Yeah, it's just like when you sick, you know, so you don't well. You don't go ever want for sick again. So one day when they first of all they don't contact Ebola, firstly, they go tell you say, oh my God. In fact, then worry some than some of the people they will not ever get in touch with them. And now we see this whole thing, this spread. I mean, if things or we don't act now, it's really worrisome.
But I think, I don't know who's kind of clade we get now say earlier on. I think clade A or the
3 one actually,
clade
yes.
3.
According to Harold, it's not so that kind way in the rest of Africa. It's
but
Congo there.
He's killing. 9 people have
that's
died.
That's the question there.
And many people could also say, even though the government now they report say 9 people on die from Mpox, these are reported cases. Maybe some person will be say government don't reach out to yet. Maybe have already died on reported case of Mpox.
Where we don't even get accounts for. And sadly, we still look at the rehab centers. If they get for be enough, because it's just, we're in the 5th month already in the year, January 10 to now, and we are getting whooping cases. Every day you open the phone, you see more of new cases coming on board. I think it's time for stop the talking now and take action quickly.
Talking and you interview Harold the last time from the Public Health Agency. Talk about say Salone. We've witnessed more serious issues like that than this, like the Ebola virus. Back then, we would get huge amounts of donor support. Now we see the new president of America, Donald Trump, cutting funding, cutting foreign aid to different organizations. Don't pull out from the World Health Organization. America will give more than half of within World Health Organization they spend. So obviously now the WHO will give you much support again, like how they do for the other times they will get a crisis in Sierra Leone. But however now though, confidence from the government will say we will get through this. I hope we get through this.
We still want to get through this because we'll meet up the ugly era. We don't want to see them again. I think that's what I have for you, Usman, in a headline review.
Okay, thank you so much, Rabiatu Mansari. I am Usman Ibrahim. This with the end of the weekend, huh, Rabi?
Yes.
So on Monday, fresh edition of your Today Show is up for you. Stay tuned to Slick TV on channel 37 for the latest entertainment. Get them nice every single day. Get them nice with your family during the weekends. I am Usman Ibrahim Mara.
And I am Rabiatu Mansari. Plenty thank you to now all. We don't take on a precious time and join the Slick family throughout. Have a lovely weekend there.
The road to greatness starts with mic, beats, and the fire that burns in your heart.
Una kusha, una kabo, a una dedu, killing them in